Ja, hallo, hallöchen. How are you today? Welcome in to the first stream of this year. Yay! We will start again with our spit around the world, with our spitty around the world. We're already up and running. We can start out here of Argentina, down south to the spit, and then we got some beautiful mountains soon in Chile. Yay! I'm looking forward to those mountains. So, what do we have here? Well, a speaky wood looks like me. Okay. Good evening, Nightsap. How's it going?
Hello.
Where are you hiding?
I'm
Over
fine.
there you're hiding.
Yeah, I'm standing at the corner because I don't really know which way to turn. Probably right, but I'm not sure.
Well, let's look at our...
Because the runway really goes across, so difficult. Shall we have a look at what live weather has in store?
We can, but I marvel at the moment at my beautiful clouds. I reverted back from panoramic view to one display and could get up a bit with the quality, and now I'm marveling at my clouds.
Are the clouds better than in the other view?
Yeah, because I could put it one notch up in the sampling.
Ah, yeah. Okay, then, yes, that makes a difference.
So, look at how beautiful they are.
Now let's have a look. What is live weather?
Do we want to know?
With well, it's actually summer in that area, so it might be okay. Let's have a look. It's 20 degrees. Wind is 3. No. Ah, yeah. Now we're talking. It's developing. It's 12 knots.
And less clouds. Okay.
12 knots, and it looks quite friendly.
It's real time there? No. Not real time. It's a bit late. Let's get the golden hour. 9:31 UTC.
9 UTC or GMT?
UTC
is yeah, that's the one above. 9:31. Okay.
That's beautiful.
Yes.
Hello, Fallen Up. How's it going? Happy New Year to you too.
Yeah, hello, Fallen Up. Yes, Happy New Year.
How's it going, buddy? If you want to jump in, we're just starting here. I marvel at my clouds.
Yes.
I'm so happy.
Sometimes small things can make a lot of fun. Yeah.
It adds to the immersion. Till we get a better monster. I tried so many resolutions today with the picture quality.
Yeah.
And, well, on stream they looked fine, but what I saw on my display was not satisfying. Well, that's pretty much okay, Fallen Up. Thanks for spending your few quiet moments with us. And good evening, Castella. Hello. So no panoramic view today. Well, I tried what was it? 3,000 or 4,000 something, with the other resolution of 600 something, and it looked a mess.
Mhm.
It looked a mess on
Yeah.
my display. On stream, you would not see it. My husband said, no, I don't see a difference. But no. That's like you drive your Ferrari just 10 kilometers an hour. That's a no-no. That's really a no-no. So I'm thinking about ways to get up the panoramic for me again, but yeah, that needs a lot of money, I fear.
But I mean, it's a pity you have your setup there and you cannot use it.
Yeah,
I mean, okay, you can use it when you don't stream, but
exactly. 2
so
mouse clicks away. One is end stream, other is Ifinity setup. So let's get some music. Can't remember what this sounds like, but let's try. Yeah, looks good. Is this too loud? Too silent? The music in the background?
you have to ask the guys in the chat.
Yeah, I'm doing that right now.
Well, I can just quickly switch on the volume to see.
My nameplate's on. And you know what I totally shut away or turned to off is AI traffic.
Ah, yeah, okay. Yeah, that's something I never had on,
Well,
and I'm sure that also costs you frames, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a few.
Yeah.
So I don't know if my nameplates are on. Never mind. So then let's go.
I'm just wondering if we should wait for Castella, but he said he'll be in a second, but I don't see him loading in anywhere. Yeah. Well, he can join us later. He knows where we are.
He can find us, I'm sure.
Okay.
So
let's see if we can still do this.
well, I'm not. Come on.
Were you there when Murph got this mad idea to do a Saba landing, and Kian tried to land in the right flyer, and because the wind was so strong, his plane was just blown on virtually over to the other side of the island. You could just see the plane sort of going up in the air, and away he went.
When did he do that?
That
I
was.
can't remember.
That was an absolute mad stream. He sort of picked off one crazy airport after another towards the end.
Was it with the logs?
Yes,
logs?
That came after the logs on that stream.
Okay,
yes.
no, because I checked out at the logs. I was so tired.
He couldn't get enough. He had to get Saba, and in the end, when I left, they were just heading for this Japanese island, which is also so crazy for landing, if you remember. Where
Um,
you're coming over the sea and you're up at top of a cliff you have to land. Okay. Now, dear Spitty, I know, yes, yes. You have shown me again. Can we now maybe take off?
no. My revenge.
Okay. I finally convinced her.
I just wanted to say who's gonna win. Ah, fallen up in a PC-21. I hope the Iris PC-21. Because I will see it. There's Richie. Welcome in.
Something is wrong here.
Why?
Why is that blooming plane not following the autopilot?
It doesn't want to?
It just doesn't do it. In which case, let's talk about heading mode.
You know what I read today?
No?
Fly9 is updating soon again.
What is updating?
Fly9 updates
Oh yeah,
the
yeah. I heard
Spitfire
that.
soon again.
I heard that there is a huge update for Spitfire.
Spitfire,
in fact,
P-38 and Hell Kitty.
Murph on one stream he actually flew a beta version of that Spitfire, which has different noises now, different sounds. Sounded better. I mean, they're good enough as they are, but that sound was even better. Yeah, this is funny. When I look at the display in the Spitty, it shows me the magenta line, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So obviously it has understood that there is a course. When I call up the VFR map, I don't see a magenta line there. And when I have nav mode on the autopilot, it doesn't do it. But I've got the whole thing set on GPS, so it can't be that.
Okay.
It's really crazy. I don't know what's wrong.
It
But
says no.
we have done heading mode before, so never mind. So are you still circling the airport?
No, I'm just departing it.
Just looking at the VFR map. Yeah. I'm trying to catch the magenta line with the heading mode. Well, I hope if they do an update that it will not break things for us. You know. But on the other hand, I mean, it's a good sign that they're still working on it.
Yeah, that's a very good sign. That's where you see it's a quality product.
Yeah. Yeah, and I suppose, and once they bring out the Messerschmitt, I have to buy it. It's just, it is the counterpart to the Spitfire, really. It's those two planes that were constantly competing.
Didn't you say that even Göring said he
Yeah,
wants
one
to
of
have a
the
Spitfire?
yeah. But since they didn't have it, the
We're lucky.
Messerschmitt was about the only one that the Messerschmitt in some ways was better, was faster, but it didn't turn as well. So when it came to dogfights, then
The Spitty was more agile.
yeah. But then of course they kept improving the Messerschmitt. So for a while, the Messerschmitt was better than the Spitfire. Then he improved the Spitfire, so it was better than the Messerschmitt. It was a constant race. So I'm on the magenta line now.
Falling up, it's in the sky. Tango!
I started another long distance project for myself.
Okay.
You know how I did that flight all the way down to Cape Town,
Yeah.
and now I'm doing the return trip, but
Yeah.
on the other side of the coast. So not on the what is it, Atlantic side, but on the Indian Ocean side. Going
Okay.
up. Yeah.
Sounds pretty interesting.
So that will get me through areas that I've not flown in before. I might even be able to incorporate some of these stages that I did for, you know, from the book
Okay.
of this pilot. Because she basically, I mean, Nairobi is more on that side. It's not on the coast, but it's closer.
Okay.
But I mean, it's just something that, you know, you don't have to sit down every time you want to fly. Oh, what do I do now? But you have a clear idea. Okay, I have to continue now from there. Make the plan for the next stage.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
I did the first stage with the Caravan again. I must say I'm beginning to like it. Caravan is a nice plane. It's a very uncomplicated plane.
It's too... Well, how to say that? Behäbig?
Yeah, slow. But maybe that's sort of my style, you know. And of course, you know, when I fly on my own, I have this whole setup. I always listen to a local radio station where I'm flying, and I don't like to fly faster because I want to see things.
Yeah.
So the Caravan has the speed which is sort of fast enough so you're moving, but not too fast so that you can't really look at things. And you know, I quite like that. And I always have some crazy radio stations.
There's a fallen up. Whee! I have to say the
Yep.
scenery is pretty good.
Yep. I've slowed down to just above 100 now, so you should be able to catch me soon.
I'm 228 at the moment.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. If I don't click in little nav map and just hover with the mouse over the map and scroll, the map where the mouse is over will move, and my monitor in sim.
Mm-hmm.
Funny. Airborne. I see a Switzerland also in the PC-21. And a Ritchie in the distance.
A thing that I notice is that when I have little nav map open
Yeah.
over the sim screen, I lose about almost 30 frames,
Okay.
which is quite a bit.
But just a teeny tiny.
If it's running in the taskbar, that doesn't mean anything. As soon as I click on that, it immediately drops by 30 frames.
Ouch.
Now I wonder what happens if I drag it over to the tablet. Shouldn't really make a difference. No, it doesn't.
I like that kind of music. 'Cause we don't need to go to bed early tonight. Tomorrow is
Yes,
enough.
that is nice. I even have my lunch almost cooked because I've got some stuff left over from today.
Yeah. Oh.
So it's going to be a really lazy day.
Well, it won't be a lazy day tomorrow, but I don't have to think. Oh well, I have to work tomorrow. What do I need to do and stuff? All this.
Yeah.
It's not necessary to think about.
You are in the Brazilian acrobatic, you mean aerobatic? Yeah, team, okay. Do you speak fluent Portuguese?
I can't say I do.
Well, Stella is flying with the Brazilians.
Well, then she's not as far away from home as we are with the Spitties, isn't she? So, he, she, whatever. Castella. Over there is somewhere a dirt field.
Uh,
We do a touch and wind.
I don't like the sound of that. Okay.
I know that you don't like it.
A dirt field. Yes, I know what you mean here.
I think I see it.
There is only dirt down there. I see it too. Yes, yes. It's white dirt or bright dirt, surrounded by darker dirt.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dirty bird. There's our dirt field. Wheelies down.
You should have seen that Concorde flight of Murph's. He did
Carnage?
yes. he, he went several times. He went straight into the ground.
Well,
Hmm.
I wanted to get the Concorde, but I'm not satisfied how she looks on the inside.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the only meh
Oh,
with this bird.
I'm
For
sure
that,
it's such
she
a
is too expensive for me.
it's such a popular plane. I'm sure there will be another developer with it. Or maybe this one will update it. No.
I even see your dirt.
Touch.
Ich habe eben auch deine Staubwolke gesehen. Your cloud of dirt was in front of me.
Now let's get this plane on course again. $115. Okay, engine mode.
Yes, I'll touch and go by falling up. So not falling down.
There's something stupid about this Logitech thingamy.
Jiggy.
You know, when you set an altitude, and then you say your vertical speed is something positive like 900 or so, and the minute you press the altitude button and switch over to vertical speed becomes negative. You have to turn it back to what you wanted.
That's a bug.
It's always like that. It's never been different.
No. 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 That's a bug. Because when I do that, doesn't matter which plane, I don't when I first do the vertical speed, then the altitude, and go back to the vertical speed again, I don't have a minus in front.
Oh, okay. No, in the beginning, I almost crashed several times because I didn't notice. And the plane did. I thought, vertical speed. Oh, it's going to climb. And then I looked again, and it was minus 1,200 or something like that. So I had to turn the wheel
Oops.
very quickly.
That no oopsies will happen. Hey, Scotland Dynamax. Welcome in. Hello, hello.
Yes, Happy New Year to you as well.
How's it going, buddy? Did you had a good arrival in the new year?
If he had a proper Scottish Hogmanay, then yeah,
There's Switzerland.
then he should be sober about now. Hogmanay in Scotland, if it's done properly, is epic.
I'm just being gassed by Kitty.
Oh. Oopsie.
Yeah, poopsie. The silent ones are the worst.
Yes, yes. And then look at somebody else in an accusing manner.
No, she just shifted position.
Oh god. Oh, so you missed out on it. Well, I mean, there is whiskey all year round, so you can catch up. I hope you're better now.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, yes. Well, there's a weekend coming up, so.
Well, I'm in the lucky position. My weekend started yesterday. I may not say that loud, but yeah, my weekend started yesterday.
Sounds good.
Yeah, got too much hours, so that the company does not need to pay me overtime. I got off
Yeah.
a few days. Yay! To be honest, I can use this spare time.
Yeah, you're still busy tailoring away, aren't you?
Yeah. I sat about 8 hours today in front of the sewing machine. So, yeah. Even it's time off, I'm working. I got, yeah, about a fourth done of this whole thingamajiggy of hemming that pattern into the fabric.
Yeah.
If you do it once, it's okay. It will go away. If you do it twice... But now I'm on my third time. So you wish it will end someday, somehow.
Oh well.
It will actually soon, but yeah.
Well, at least you're not doing it for free, from what I understand. So.
No, that friend will pay.
Yes. On that. In the end, that's a consolation. You don't just do it and annoy yourself, but you will actually get something out of it.
Yeah, but I don't. I don't get the money out of it when I, as a real tailor would, because even for
Yes,
those
yeah,
hours of pattern drawing and hemming, you could not pay for that.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So do it because I like him and I want to have this challenge, but this pattern hemming is so annoying. Get onto your
Well,
nerves.
well, you have the challenge now.
The pattern is not the challenge. The pattern is just annoying. What comes next is the challenge. Making the piece of clothing out of this piece of fabric. That will be the challenge.
Yeah.
To get the math right. Can't believe how much math is in such a piece of clothing.
So that would be absolutely nothing for me.
It's
I
just
I can't sew, I can't do maths.
well, plus minus. It's not that hard, isn't it?
Can be if the numbers are large or if they're uneven.
That's the good thing. I'm not a tailor, so a short plus or minus, or better, a plus is, yeah, okay. Well, Jerusei, I hope I speak that correctly. Welcome in. If you type !info, you see all the information you got. There you go. Welcome. San Jose. My first lightsaber hilt came from San Jose. My first custom built lightsaber hilt.
Wow. Sure, there's many San Jose's.
I don't know which San Jose is. That's true. Just wrote Golfo San Jose.
So, what is our first landing?
The next coming at Sierra Alpha Papa Mike.
That looks like another dirty one.
A dirty.
Right on the beach.
Exactly. A beachy one. A beachy grassy one.
There must be penguins. Because right next to it there is a viewpoint for penguins.
Okay.
It says mirador, which in Spanish is like a viewpoint where you can see things.
Okay.
And I remember that often quoted Dutch motorcyclist, when she drove down this coast, she saw penguins and she saw seals, a lot of seals.
Ah, there's Josie. Welcome in. I see a Richard Ricardo moving in the background.
Okay.
And a P-38 will be at our point in no time. P-38 was pretty fast. Costella's zooming around.
Mm-hmm.
Land! I see a land! Land ahoy! F-18, one fighter jet who wants to kill me every time I fly it. I think got the improvement mod, so that's why it's a beginner for me.
I tried my luck with the longitude over the holidays.
And
That's quite nice, actually. Yeah. I didn't crash it. I even managed. I even started it without looking at the checklist.
wow.
That's quite a fast bird.
Well, I have for those middle birds the CJ4, which works for me fine.
Yeah.
And for the big bird, I have the 736. And if PMDG goes with the 74, yeah, that will be expensive bird, but yeah, I have my 74. Seven four is a pretty bird.
I see beaches again.
Want to land on one?
Let's have a look. We can see what it looks like.
The coasts don't seem too flat.
Yeah. Well, up ahead there is a white beach.
And the Falk Islands, which are on the spit of this continent, we don't fly over there.
Yeah, the Falkland Islands. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's too far out there. Yeah.
No, you could fly there. That's not the problem.
No.
The Spitty can't do that. We had the same with Spitzbergen, but
Yeah,
I loaded in there and it's not pretty.
Oh, okay. That is
So
a good
it
point
would,
then. Yeah.
It would be boring. It would be
Yeah, if you fly
boring.
if you fly over there and then it looks boring, then it doesn't make sense.
We can fly that with the waterplanes someday, but not with the Spitty. Would be too boring.
Okay, I'm going to check out that beach. If there is any flat bit.
You got your speedos and your santana with you?
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
It's always in the spitty.
And your hammock?
Yes. Yeah, I think that can be done.
I think you know.
I'll tell you when I'm stopped. Could be a bit bumpish, but let's see.
So let's try this.
Question is, are the green bits also higher than the white bits?
You'll see, you'll see. He stopped. Kinda.
Well, if it was a real plane, that prop would have been history.
That should come too with the next update from the Spitty.
What? That you break your propeller?
That you can, yeah, wreck your
Well,
propeller.
let's just hope you can switch that off.
So no more nosedives, even a collapsible gear.
You mean hydraulic failure and things like that? Yeah.
Collapsible, like you land too hard, it breaks.
Ah,
So
okay.
if we screw up, we have a problem.
No. I'm sure that can be all switched off. And now for the entertaining bit.
Oh, babe, come on. Ouch!
Well, I managed to take off. It's
Yeah,
funny, sometimes...
I landed on my nose.
Oh! Now, what a coincidence.
Yeah,
Funny it should happen to you too.
yeah, buttons. Welcome in, Cat Buttage. How's it going, buddy?
Hello, Catbat. Happy New Year to you. Yes, exactly. But there's
What a
always
moment.
these... The whole flight is one big moment, so it doesn't matter.
That's better that you not see anything. There is no... There it comes. Woo! Falling up. Happy
Okay.
New Year to you too, Cat Buttage. Hey, the F-18. Woo! Oh, let's try to get up again.
I'll go down to that airport.
Okay.
Or airport is probably saying too much.
Woo!
That mud strip.
Okay. This is not gonna work. Go.
This is interesting. It almost looks as if that sand that we landed on was something that was added on by the sea later. So it's a coast that is growing rather than a coast that is eroding.
Yeah. Oh, it's drying out.
And this whole long strip that I'm flying over now.
It looks also a bit that there where now the sand is was water back in the days.
Yeah. What do we know about the runways? Okay.
Grassy grass.
You did the plan so that we come straight in.
Hey, Catbat.
Hello there.
Happy New Year. I'm still
New Year to
munching
you
on
too.
something.
Have a good one.
Thanks.
We are actually just about to land in an airfield where you could join us.
Oh, nice. Yeah, by all means, let me know.
It's SAPM or Sierra Alpha. What is P?
Papa.
Papa.
Sapem.
Yeah, exactly.
Sapem.
It's supposed to be an airfield. Oh yes, I see Switzerland down there. Oh yeah, that helps. Without seeing Switzerland on that airfield, I doubt if I would have recognized it.
Hi, are you trying to make
Papa
us jealous?
is pizza.
P is
Are you trying to make us jealous with that frame rate?
No, I actually reverted back, Catbat, from the panoramic view to single monitor view. I'm missing 2 monitors to look left and right. It's yeah. Unusual. And yeah. Because the graphic card is so maxed out. You saw it with the affiliate stream, what we had there with this anniversary stream. Wasn't fun. So I reverted back to single monitor. That's why she has so good frames.
I see.
And I discovered that having little nav map overlaying your sim screen costs you 30 frames per second.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Just as you open it, so it's on your screen in front of the sim, costs you 30 frames.
Hello? Are you breaking or what?
That's crazy.
Hello?
Where are you going? Are you looking for the rabbits?
No, it wasn't breaking.
No brakes.
No brakes.
Well, maybe.
Now they work again? I don't understand. Well, I was on full brakes, but there were no brakes. Funny thing. So... But since we got no squirrels here, I was with the rabbits here.
Yep. Well, I mean, that card should be okay for the map.
Yeah. You made the right choice with an Nvidia card.
Yes, that is obvious with the sim. Nvidia is the better choice. No,
We did not knew it better at the time, so we got an AMD card, even if it's the flagship card from AMD. She does a good performance, but yeah, and many functionalities she's just left out.
I'm just watching where you come from. Yeah,
The hills.
yeah, you had coffee with the rabbits.
No cookies.
Cookies.
Hmm. And I did not bring you one.
That's okay. But that is one of the runways that is much harder to find than the previous one.
Yeah. Can it be that this song is also used by Murph?
Hang on, let me switch it on.
So I need to refuel. Shwing.
Yeah, it could well be. Yeah.
Everybody down.
Well,
I see a Switzerland.
fallen up is... I don't know if he's still up or up again.
There's a Ritchie. 13,000 feet.
Yeah. Well, I wonder... But, Catbat, are you loading in or what are you doing?
I'm desperately trying to load in. Yeah,
Okay, so we wait for you.
it's
I know.
that blue line that hasn't
Yes,
yet.
yes, and it
Yeah,
hardly
exactly.
moves. I know that feeling. That's
Yeah,
just, you know, no pain, no gain. I mean, that
Yeah,
happens
yeah,
at
true.
every start of a, with a sim.
Well, it moves one pixel at a time.
yeah. I was gonna say maybe it helps if I got out and pushed, but
You should maybe tilt your monitor a little.
yes, make gravity do the rest. So.
At which, are you at the first one or the second stage? Like loading in the sim or loading in the
Oh,
flight?
that's the second stage. Yeah.
Second, okay.
The
So
first
there's-
one was quick. It's the second one. It's surprisingly slow now.
What's your flying?
Spitty, and normal livery.
Uh-huh.
Should not be that kind of problem.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Maybe you need to feed your guinea pig better that it runs faster in the wheel.
Yes.
Or let Catbat cat to the cage that it would be frightened and run faster.
That would be cruel.
Yeah, it's kind of cruel. But it would maybe help. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the other
It's-
idea is to, you know, if it's a wire cage, maybe connect it to some electricity so that it gets a bit hot. And then the hamster would probably also run faster.
That's cruel.
Well, I mean, it's just called increased motivation or something like that.
Mm.
Remember, I used to be a teacher. I know about these things.
But how do you motivate a PC? That's the question.
Well, tell it. Maybe you will take it apart when it
That
does
is
not
Well,
work.
That's a threat. That's not a
Yeah.
motivation.
That's a threat, yes.
No, you can give it, say, I give you an extra upgrade or something now, or
Yeah.
update even. Just
I'll give you a 1490 if you go at 1490 speed.
Oh, did your sim
Welcome
crash?
back,
Okay.
Castella.
Now, is there a cat bed anywhere to be seen?
No. I'm still looking at that blue line, moving slowly towards the right.
But it is still moving, because
Luckily, it is, yes. Yeah,
I
at the
actually
minute,
had
yes.
that, quite a few times that it just simply stopped.
Yeah,
And I had to
at the end,
restart.
basically. Yeah,
I had to basically restart the whole thing.
yeah. I'm not. Oh, fingers crossed, but I'm not guaranteeing that won't happen. Because normally, by now it's loaded in. It just goes like bloop. So yeah, it's never a good sign when it takes this long.
Yeah, and Kaharia was saying there's obviously an update for the Spitty Cup coming pretty soon.
Oh, is
So
there?
Yeah.
let's hope they don't ruin things.
Oh, yeah.
With collapsible gear and you can ruin your propeller now.
Which
Oh,
I
really?
hope,
Hot strike.
I sincerely hope you can switch off.
Me
Yeah.
too.
I would have had at least one propeller strike already, or two.
Two.
Two I would have had today.
Well,
And
at
take
least
off.
if you can reset it at the push of a button, then yeah, okay.
But the next
But-
thing is that you have to go to the website and buy a new propeller. That would be the idea.
That would be, oh boy.
Well, Fallen Up is down.
That's another song.
Fallen up has fallen down.
No, I think he actually landed.
Okay.
And stopped in time.
Not like Murph with the Concorde. Did you watch
Yeah, he
that?
did. He definitely fell down there. Oh my
I mean,
god!
it went straight for the ground. I mean, absolutely.
What a beautiful stream yesterday between those two.
Yeah, but it just was too long with that Concorde. And I
Yeah,
mean,
it
I'm
was.
sorry, you can't convince me to use X-Plane.
No, me
it-
neither.
This whole, it still has this Minecrafty look to it.
Yeah.
Even
Did
though
you
I
see the
must admit,
Concorde though? It looked better.
the
It
Concorde
looked
looked
way
better.
better than
Yes, that
the
is
other
true.
one.
that is
Yeah.
true. But it's still, as soon as you look outside,
Yeah.
and I do look outside a lot when I fly. It just,
Really?
Mm,
I wonder what
So-
this place here, for example, would look like in X-Plane.
Just
Could
green.
yes. Just yeah, probably.
Green
just
nothing.
Like a Scotsman's skirt or something. Yeah, guys, go ahead, take off. I'm gonna turn off the sim.
You
It's
start
not
again.
move.
Yeah.
It stopped moving. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
gonna take forever.
And when you look in your task manager, it will probably say not responding. That happens sometimes.
It wouldn't be the Microsoft Flight Simulator, wouldn't it?
No?
So,
Well, I mean, there's plenty of airports where we're flying, so there's plenty of places where you can join us.
Nights up, your flappage is downage.
Good grief. Thank you. So, let's see.
Kamikaze!
So that's interesting. I only added the Spitfire, and basically that made it go slow as hell. So that's the
That is funny.
well in the Carrara livery, but that's not gonna affect it, is it?
Well, if it's a new thing for the sim, you know, if you never used it before,
Right.
then it that can take a long time. It has to
Right.
sort of compile it first, and once it's
Right.
done once, then it'll be okay for the next time.
Right. So I'll just keep it there then. So it's yeah, probably. So yeah. So just because I loaded it out and then loaded it in again, that's probably why.
Yeah. You
That's-
confused the poor thing.
Yeah.
Why would you
I had
do
no
that?
choice to like kick most of the things out of my community folder because I had a CTB earlier today.
Don't mention that bad word.
Well, I had a crash to Dublin then.
Oh yeah.
The black hole.
Yeah, kinda. It wasn't complete reset like other days. Because I switched off my Oculus, so it couldn't do that. And then other things start crashing on me. Even the landing rate monitor crashed during my flight. I didn't notice that till
Well,
I had to file a manual pirate. Bloody manual thing. Gives me a landing rate of minus 260. That's not fair. I know I landed at minus 30 or something. And yeah. But if you do a manual pirate, you'll notice it just chooses your landing rate for you.
yeah. I don't have alarm up and running at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Just in case. For tryout because of CTT and stuff.
Okay.
But probably the landing rate monitor, also FSU IPC, if this is
Causes
up
it.
and running, that it causes it, yeah. I
But
have
you got the other
Bobby-
one. You
I
got the
have
other one running here.
Yeah, I have Sim Toolkit Pro running.
Oh dear.
Sorry?
Yeah, oh dear. Because yeah, I use FSU IPC.
I have alarm.
Okay.
Nice.
Which means you are learning.
Yeah.
Yeah. More than I could say.
Well, I hope Bobby can figure it out. That LRM is working with SimConnect.
Yeah.
I hope he can figure that out. And we're not in the need of FSU IPC. Dirty guys! Come with us.
Jeez, it's really, really, really nice to be looking at the blue line again, and now it's to get to the first screen. Oh, there we are. I just mentioned and it accelerated, so I'm in, at least on the world map.
Okay.
Yay!
So now I just need to set you guys just to watch.
Sierra Alpha Papa Tango is the next airport.
I'll take off from the Sierra Papa Alpha Tango.
Sierra Alpha Papa Tango.
Thank you, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, I'll just take off from where you guys took off, and then I'll follow you. Oh, now it's like a...
It's nice to have you, Costello.
Stella the legend. He's on every stream lately.
Yep.
Oh, flying much? I wish
Well,
I had
he's
the
got-
time.
He's got a new joystick, so
Yeah.
Hey Eagle, how are you? Yeah, that was a nice flight before as well. We did in the Vision jet.
then the next place is called Puerto Pyramides. I wonder if there is a pyramid somewhere, or a pyramid-looking mountain.
Yeah. I wonder if I'm gonna get in today.
I can give you a vivid description, so you can imagine what it looks like.
I can just watch the stream, right? But I just wanted to get in the sim.
Just...
Oh, this airport is just a waypoint, but he said hopefully.
That's a
Ah.
waypoint, yeah.
Yeah. I wonder where the pyramids are.
I think you need to turn back 180 degrees and keep going until you're in Egypt.
Well, why would they call this Puerto Pyramides?
Yeah, no idea.
Where is my chatbot window?
Oh yeah, that's a real lame excuse for an airfield down there. That would have been right up your street.
So are you mad that we don't land there?
No. And there are some sort of possibly pyramid-like looking hills, which is probably where the name comes from. So, 280.
Where was that? I'm missing my chatbot in my flight simulator window.
Oh, you mean the one from Flow?
Yep.
Did it work before?
Yeah, it worked before, then I reverted back to one monitor. Which I'm connected.
Right, it's doing the same again.
Kick it.
Oh, really? I mean, I sometimes do kick my gear. It's not a good thing to do.
Yes, exactly, fallen up.
What
Insane.
happened? What happened with my... You know, I had the mod window open And now I get the message, access denied, and I don't see a thing. I'm trying to reload. No, he tells me access denied.
Why?
I'll go back and see if I can. Yeah, I can load up your stream, but it doesn't. It's probably it doesn't want me as a mod anymore.
Wasn't me.
You must have chucked me out.
When?
Yeah, I haven't got the sword anymore. I can't. You know, there is this sword at the bottom of the screen which you can click on.
I know.
I haven't got that anymore.
I'll write something in chat. And hello, Scruffy Jam. Welcome in. 3 months in a row. Thank you. Hey, Super Typhon. Hello.
There.
The Lord of Socks arrived. How are you, my friend? Kannst du mal was im Chat schreiben?
Something went wrong.
You want me to write something in
Yeah.
the chat? Okay.
Something went wrong. Please try again later. I think something went wrong with today. Please try again later.
Please go to
do.
bed and try again.
Try again tomorrow. That's life, isn't it?
Nightsap is already a moderator in this channel.
Yes, but if I look at the chat now, I haven't got
Du kannst es ausblenden.
I haven't got the symbol.
You can hide that.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, but I mean, but my problem is, normally I open up your stream window like anyone else, and then right
you
at the
can
bottom,
go to the moderator setting, yeah, but I tried to assign it.
and that disappeared, and I don't know how to go back into it.
Maybe Twitch is bogus again. Ah, okay. Twitch is
Okay.
going around.
Twitch is twitching.
Exactly.
Okay,
Ah,
Well, I mean,
that's bad.
it's not too important really, but I mean it was just astounding how all of a sudden I get a black screen, access denied.
Yeah, that's Twitch. Seems they got problems again.
Yeah, I'm trying to subscribe here with the Prime sub, and it gives me something has gone wrong. Please try again later.
Yeah, something has gone wrong.
It's definitely something wrong.
Maybe that's why
So-
my chatbot isn't working.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The
Good
blue line has reached the end.
Oh,
No way.
Yeah,
there is hope yet. There is hope.
after half an hour. Yes, there's hope. Another half an hour and we'll be in.
That's okay. I mean, that'll give you at least another half hour to fly.
Yeah, the thing is, you guys will have gone so far by then that I need to load out again. Or actually, I may try the
Oh yes, exactly. You could
the,
try
the,
the
the
portal.
flow.
The portal.
Yeah, the portal.
Yeah.
Mm.
The
I've
portal
done it
is funny.
before, and it did work. So, yeah.
It's funny how in the beginning there is nothing, and then all of a sudden, slowly, the scenery loads up around you when
Mm,
you
yeah.
do that.
It was pretty
Skundok
quick
wrote,
actually.
Skundog Road. Same for me. Twitch just would not load up right about an hour
Yeah, I've
ago.
seen that. Yeah, yeah. That's okay.
So now we know why.
So we
Yeah.
didn't break it.
Yay!
It broke itself. They're still in the ropes.
Dude, is known why there was an outage? Somebody plug out the server?
Yeah. Somebody said, "Oh, it's Christmas." Whoop.
You know, when a Blizzard server would crash, we had a GIF where a guy with a screwdriver tried to fix a server while standing on an office chair, and he had the server halfway out and was screwing, and then the chair would roll backwards and he would fall on the floor with the server in hand.
Well, at least
So
that's a
that's
good
the-
explanation.
That's the picture I have in mind when I hear server
yeah,
outage or server down. Because this server was literally down.
Do we land at Savi? Which is the one that's coming up?
Yeah, we do. And it's a posh one, you got tarmac.
Yes, I can see the runway from here. Yeah. Nice one.
List of employee, they're sacking.
Well, the blue line is still where it was before.
Doo-dum, doo-dum, doo-dum,
Dudum,
doo-dum,
dudum,
doo-dum,
dudum,
doo-dum.
dudum, 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 diddle-dum. Yeah.
18,000, Ari?
I think you're
Really?
talking about Amazon there. They're sacking 18,000.
Yeah, Twitch belongs to Amazon.
Question is if that's affected or if it's not the Amazon core enterprise. Yeah, maybe they do Elon Musk, you know. There's a power station down there or something like that. Or no, it could be a refinery.
Oder eine Kläranlage.
No. I see a lot of chimneys. That's not. And there is this long pier, so that looks like a place where you can load or unload tankers. That's
I
what
see
I'm saying.
this. I see this thin blue line, this long thin blue line.
Oh, that must be
It's-
entertaining.
Very entertaining, yes. Yes.
There's this song, "The End of the Line." Do you know that song?
No,
Yeah, it rings a bell, yeah.
I don't know that song, but one of my Epidemic Sound favorites is No End in Sight.
In Capat's case, he actually has to say no start inside. That's his problem.
Yeah.
Ooh, or we must have a bit of a windage because I'm
Uh-huh.
crabbing in here.
There are 22 to 26 knots from
Aha!
3 to 4,
No wonder.
3 to 6.
That can be exciting. Oh yes, I
27
see.
knots.
And I see a horizontal windsock. Well, everybody likes a challenge.
Yeah. A plane
I thought you was
shaking.
gonna say everybody likes a horizontal windsock.
Twitch went to bed. Okay.
Mm, So did my flight sim, I think. It's just left me here looking at the thin blue line and a picture of a X-Cub.
That's why I meant no end in sight.
Yeah.
It's interesting, even the dust that comes up from the ground actually moves in the direction of the wind. You would never get that in X-Plane. Oh, this is a 2-windsock airport.
Oh, is it one of those that the wind
Yes,
blows in
yes.
different directions?
No,
Oh, okay.
they're both horizontal in the same direction.
Okay, at least. That's what we need.
Whoa!
It's basically blowing from the north.
Mm. Is that why Kahalia is going very fast in the direction of south?
Kinda.
Mm.
I mean, with this runway, there is no way you don't have the wind from the side.
Mm.
Well, I'll do a quick AFK. I'll be back in a
Good
second.
luck.
So I'll do a quick, kill the sim and start over.
And throw the laptop out of the window. Yep. Okay.
Well, that's
Maybe
was-
that helps. I'm not
Yeah,
using
who
the
knows?
laptop, so who
Oh,
knows?
it's not the laptop. Okay. Well, if
I'm
it's
not-
a big box, you can actually kick it.
No, I thought maybe the big box doesn't like there being a laptop in the house, so maybe if I
Yeah,
kick out the laptop, the big box will work. Who knows?
yeah, there could be jealousy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be back.
So,
It was actually a 101 feet per minute landing. Wasn't that bad.
So let's-
No, it shows me from 19 degrees, 24 knots. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, the cat badge has a rough day today. A rough sim day.
so all my days are rough days, but okay. Yeah. I must say I'm quite surprised that we actually could end the. No. My PC doesn't do COVID. Yeah. No, actually, my PC was happy until I entered some aircraft in the community folder, so I'm kicking them out again. Let's see what happens. I kicked out the M346 again, or 4, or whatever it was. I kept in the Spitty. Hopefully, it's not the Spitty, but if it is, then yeah, we'll notice really fast.
Yeah.
Or really slow, actually.
Okay.
Those little
He is
beacons
back.
I see now.
He is back. Yes, you have to stop talking about me now.
I was just looking at the dust cloud.
Yeah, yeah.
which
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's true, isn't it? It
Yeah.
actually moves in the direction of the wind.
The wind, yeah.
Yeah, lots of good stuff about the sim. When it works.
Yeah, falling up in the head. H-cat.
So
Fallen up
tomorrow,
was-
is tomorrow a holiday for any of you? We
yeah,
have a holiday tomorrow.
all days are holidays for me now.
Yeah. Tomorrow is an official holiday in my part of Germany, not in the whole of Germany.
Right. What is it today? Is it Thursday? Today was. Oh no! That's not right. I don't know if it's a
Today
holiday.
is Thursday. I stream.
The 6th is a. Huh?
The 6th, that's tomorrow.
Yeah,
sixth.
yeah, yeah.
Today
Yeah,
is
'cause-
Thursday. Tomorrow is Friday.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's also the
Time
day
flies.
where we traditionally take down all the Christmas lighting and everything.
Oh yeah, I've taken already. I was like sodded. I'm taking it off yesterday evening. I was like, I've had enough. Mm. That's never happened. Usually I leave it like way too long. Now I was like, I don't even want to see it anymore. I don't know what happened to me yesterday.
Who stands right beside me? Is this Costello?
It-
Fallen up.
oh.
No. Fallen up
It's
is over
fine.
there.
That's how it must be Costello.
Why don't I see that plane?
I see another type of plane that you I see a bigger one. I see something like a.
But I have this one. I
Yeah,
don't
but
get it.
We know this problem. It happened before.
Also, I have the H-cat and not that whatever comes now.
Dear.
Annoying.
Yeah, Fallen Up has a racing bonanza.
Yeah.
I'm
be a
loading
H-cat.
into a racing spitty.
Let's get up. Back up.
Blue
and
line is
back.
racing towards the finish. Boom, I'm in. Wow, see? It was the M346 confirmed, because I took that out, and now I loaded it in like a couple of seconds.
Ah, yeah.
So, if you load it in kind of seconds, will the second loading screen also be boom?
I meant the second loading screen, guys. I'm here.
You're here? You're on the
Yeah,
right
you
server?
should see me. You
Are
should
you-
see me.
Are you on the server?
Am I on the server? I don't know, honestly. What
Oh.
server am I on?
North. You should
we
be
are
North
North
Europe,
Europe.
because we don't see you.
Right. Switching to North Europe is 1 second with this thing. That's so nice.
Yeah, that's true.
For lazy people.
It's just great. It means you don't have to load
Yeah.
out and in and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
It's fantastic. So I'm in, guys. You should see me now.
But do you see us?
Yeah, I see you in front of me.
I see nameplates. Yeah.
Okay, good.
He's
Oh
in
yeah,
front of
yeah.
us.
Oh yeah. I see guys behind me. I see someone in a
It's a wild
In a-
city, yeah.
in
Front of
a
car, yeah.
generic PC 20 something and
Yes.
a HCAT that shows to me as a Finanza because I haven't got it loaded in, unfortunately.
I have loaded it. Talking slowly, words.
English
have-
difficult.
I have it loaded in, but it also is just, yeah, not what it should be. So, Cat
Right.
Badditch, would you take off or I nip on your
Would you
tail?
terribly mind? Okay, yes, I'm going.
God. Ever so polite. After you, sir. After you. No, after you, madam.
Gear coming up.
Stay over there, thank you.
Which wind? Where did it go?
Oh, we're up. How nice. And I'm in VR.
Yay! Congrats!
Yay. And it works.
Wind is 25 to 27 knots from
Wonder I had fun taking off.
06 to 0.
Now, do you also see these chimney stacks, or is that part of an add-on? Just in where you are now, Kaharia, below you there.
I see a ship.
Yeah, well, there's ships too, but there's chimney stacks. And the smoke from these chimneys also move with the wind. It must be part of the add-on.
Don't have chimneys. I just have a big factory down there.
Yeah, and that factory has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, or 12 chimneys. 12 chimneys.
Oh, the ship is enormous.
Well, that could well be is it a tanker of some sort?
Yeah.
Because that could be connected to this, what I think is a refinery.
Yeah. Here the guys.
So, what is our heading? 177.
177.
Yeah. So,
Oh, yeah. Hello?
Hello.
Oh, you're still there. I thought I had lost everyone.
No.
oh, Twitch is back. I've got this. I've got the soul. I did a reload, and now I can load into the.
So hit
Yeah.
F5, guys. Foxtrot 5
Oh.
on your keyboard.
I got well, everything off except Discord and the sim, so that nothing else can happen.
Yeah. But the guys who are watching,
Oh, okay. Wow, it's been ages that I didn't fly in VR, like at least a couple of days, and so it feels really weird to be back in it.
A decent couple of days.
Yeah, yeah, at least. It felt like a
Horrible.
week. Yeah.
2 days without VR. Jesus.
But you know, every
catastrophe.
time you wait with it and you come back to it, it feels a lot more real when you're back in it.
Yeah.
Like, wow, and the noise of that Spitfire as well.
Good grief. That plane is shaking and the wind is incredible.
Dancy bird.
Yep.
Not only dirty bird, but dancy bird.
Witchy bird. It's wagging its tail like a dog that's happy to see you.
Yeah. Can somebody type in exclamation mark uniform whiskey uniform? Ooh woo.
What does that uwu mean?
Ow!
Oh, okay, it's the husky thing. Ruh, 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 ruh. They do like that, the huskies. It's really funny sometimes.
Did that do the trick?
Yeah,
Okay.
there came a ooh woo.
Uwu.
And Deiki Siento will always make a huff or
Yeah.
a stamp.
react to it. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's so many funny films on YouTube with huskies
Yeah.
talk, talking to people and things like that.
Do you know the clip? The manual for the Fluff Master 10,000.
But it sounds good.
There is that is husky owner,
Uh-huh.
and she made a manual about her huskies,
Yeah.
and it's so funny. And she also tells about what they do or might not do. The selective sonar, for instance, when the husky runs the prioritization protocol, which overrides some commands. It's pretty funny. It's just pancake land here.
Yep.
But soon we get to the more mountainous regions. Oh, Iceman 333, rated with a party of 7. Welcome in, guys. Hello, hello.
Welcome.
Great. Whoop, whoop. Welcome. How's it going? How was your stream? What did you do? Welcome in, welcome in. Yes, huskies are pretty intelligent. They're pretty intelligent. And some even can talk. Like Mika, the husky.
There's actually a town here.
Rawson. Area 16, area 25. I'm watching for an area 52, but there's not, yeah, that kind of thing. There's a bay, harbor, or whatever you can call that. Can we land on that wall? We did that before.
It's always getting dangerous when Kaharia is bored.
Wow.
Hello, Richie. Happy New Year to you.
Hey Richie. How's it going, buddy? Happy New Year.
Hello, Richie. think my ears are bleeding with this noise of the Spitty.
And you had to turn
It's so
your
loud
engines
here
down.
in VR. No, it's great. It's just too good.
Have you? Did you close the?
Canopy.
Yeah, I did close the canopy. Oof,
Yeah.
it would be even worse with it open. I wouldn't be able to hear you guys at all.
Yeah, I don't see much of a landing site here.
There must be an airfield of some sorts, right?
But I think
Yeah.
we've already passed that.
I wanted to land on the harbor wall.
Yeah.
Oh, that's very brave, guy.
You know, that's what I said. I mean, when she gets bored, it gets dangerous.
Yes.
Or funny. You get a funny story out of it. See that?
Oh yes, yes, that's for sure.
We never said that we fly after the book.
No,
So
and anyway, which book?
the school book. The school book.
There is one book I read about in my Spitfire book that I'm reading at the moment. I thought that would be so great to have a copy of. You know, these transfer pilots who had to fly the new planes from
Yeah, from A to
the
B.
factory to where they were used.
Yeah.
Now, there were people who, usually women, they had no idea what plane they would be flying next. And it could well be a plane that had never flown before. So there was the so-called Little Blue Book, which they all had. And if they were given the order to fly this and this plane, and they could just go in, there were 3 or 4 pages which they needed to read, and then they knew
How to fly that.
basically what they had to watch out for, and they could fly the plane. And I thought, you know, that book would be great to have as a sim pilot, because you could just look up 3, 4 pages and then take off.
But to be honest, we as sim pilots, we don't have it the hard way.
No. But these women were amazing. I mean,
Yeah.
they would just be flown to an airport, not knowing what plane would be waiting for them there. And they would just go in there and say, okay, so-and-so reporting for duty. And they would basically give them the keys and say, okay, take that plane and fly it to that place.
Nice. No complications. I would have loved flying in those days.
And they were not allowed to fly at night because they didn't get any night flying training. So if they ever got in a situation where it got dark, they were ordered to land and wait for the next morning. Yeah, there are quite a few good ones there.
Yeah.
Yep. These women were amazing. And they were one of the first professionals in the whole of British history, who managed to actually get the same pay as the men. In the beginning, when they started, their pay was a lot lower, and they just said, okay, we're not doing this until we get the same pay as the men.
Yeah. And they got their way.
They got their way.
Yeah. It's... I don't know how to say this. It's a shame that Grace, Carolyn
Yep.
Grace isn't any longer. She was
Yeah, I
one
know.
of those pilots who had contact with one of those
With the ladies, yeah.
women.
Yeah.
flew in the old days.
And they had a tough life. I mean, in those days, relationships, if very often they had as boyfriends or husbands were male pilots, and not many of them survived.
Yeah. You had that risk.
Yeah.
To be honest, if you fly nowadays, you always have a risk not coming back.
Sure, but it's nothing to compared to what these people had. I mean,
Exactly.
their chances of surviving were so small.
It was way less than ours, right? It looks like the mainland is on a plateau. And here are hills. Yeah, this is all a plateau to the top of map of Little Nav map.
Yeah. Yeah, we're sort of approaching the area close to the Falkland Islands.
Yep. You are annoying, iTunes. You are annoying. Thank you. Give me your store password. I don't want to. Shut up and play music, iTunes. Switzerland is talking with the squirrels.
Darker, darker, darker. Yeah, it's fun.
As wide as you can see, there is no sign of human civilization.
Well, if you look at the map, all you get is a lot of estancias, which are the large farms. So it's just farms and nothing else. And I believe down here the farms are quite big.
Yeah, I'm sure. There's a cat bed on the road to Taka Taka.
I mean, the next airport is a farm.
Yep.
Estancia La Elba.
The farm Elba. The farm called Elba.
La Elba. I have no idea what that means.
Me neither.
What do you want to do with this one, and what do you want to do with the next one?
I would say let's do on this one touch and went.
Yeah. And then on the next one land, because that's a Pico. It seems to have... it looks almost like a star. It has so many runways. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it has 4 runways. And they're all crossing in the middle. A pretty interesting layout for an airport.
Well, isn't that common for airfields of the old days?
No. Normally you get a triangle, the A shape.
Okay.
But that they would all cross in the middle, like a star, that's quite unusual. especially if you have 4 runways.
Pretty different wind directions then.
I think that's probably because it's here. It's a very windy area, so this way they can really
Use
choose
it.
the one that they want to for the wind. But this live weather is totally boring. There is not a cloud in the sky.
Nope. It's just windy.
Just windy.
If you listen closely, you can hear the wind in the outside view.
Well, I certainly see my Spitty constantly shaking.
Yeah, she's dancing. So next airport field, strip, whatever, dirt
Strip.
thingy
That's
is
a,
09 or 27. Wind comes from 334, but 13 to 20 knots.
I think again, it's again, you can do it both ways, and it's still a problem.
Yeah.
But no, hang on, the wind has changed. Yeah, the way the wind is now, we should probably come down on 09. And we
Okay.
got the wind behind us. Because the wind is now not from the north anymore. It's from more or less the west.
Okay. For me, it's still 349, 350.
And it's also not so strong anymore. It's 11 knots now. I didn't change the weather. I mean, I
There's
don't
a
know.
cat bed on my wing. Oh, now the wind had changed. Five knots from 51 degrees.
That's even crazier than that what I've got. Yeah, okay. Seems that everybody has their own wind at the moment.
Yeah. But
That's
you're
quite
taking
usual.
front.
That's quite usual in the sim, isn't it?
Yep. Seems so. Oh, where is the wind for you, Katpa?
I have no clue.
No clue, okay.
I'm in VR in the Spitty. I have no idea where to look for the wind.
Shouldn't Flo tell you that?
Yeah, but it-
Yeah, what flow?
He can't
Not
call it
opening
up.
that in VR, no.
No.
Okay.
I mean, you can, I'm quite sure, but yeah.
Yeah,
Try to.
it'll
And keep
block
the
his
Spitty
view.
flying.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good idea. Keep her flying.
Okay. What have we got down there? Doesn't look like a lot of things grow down there.
Not really. Probably the farms are cattle farms.
Yeah. That's where a lot of the beef that we have here comes from. Argentinian beef is quite famous because they don't keep them in stables. They just let them
They roam free.
roam. Yeah.
I can read the Kaharia on Kaharia's plane.
No. This is where... Ah, yes. Oh, yes. I think I see where we are touching down.
You think?
Yep. It's right at the tip of that peninsula. Switzerland is heading for it.
It's pretty, eh?
Yeah, it's pretty in its own way. I don't think I would like to go on a holiday here, but it's nice to look at.
Me neither.
You could have the beach to yourself, though. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but nobody else.
Oh,
Well,
coming here?
hello. Good evening. A wild Murph appeared.
hello, Murph.
Oh, hello. Wild Concorde pilot appears.
Yeah, I was just going to ask, did you crash any Concords lately? Oh. So, let's do this.
Oh, my Spitty spitting fire.
The man in the house.
Is it also misfiring? Yes, best Concorde pilot there ever was. I would agree. Oh god. Imagine getting on a plane and seeing a red-haired Irish guy as a pilot. I would just
run.
just run.
Screaming.
Okay. Now let's do a touch and go here.
How are you, Murph? How's it going? I was too tired yesterday to jump in. But I regret it after hearing it was carnage. Somewhere should be the airport here.
Oh, did I break my Spitty here? It
Beautiful
keeps on
blonde
spitting
hair, so
fire,
it is.
but there's no power.
Murph, there must be something wrong with my screen. It just shows the hair is red. So, touch and go.
I think it will be a touch and stay.
Catpad, maybe you are out of fuel, because I just have 14%.
I think so,
left.
yeah. I'm quite sure I'm out of fuel or something. Maintaining 120. Gonna drop the gear and see if I survive.
Ah, there it is. Well, jump in,
Yeah, Murph.
Murph.
Yes, it's probably the NVIDIA settings. Something wrong there.
Yeah, sure. See emergency landing in the Spitty right now.
okay. But
No.
nobody sees the carnage.
Well, I'm down. It was survivable.
It
I'm
was
not on the
survivable.
runway though. Yeah,
That's
I
okay.
did. Ooh. But now I'm eating bushes, so yeah.
I wonder if that's an airfield where you can actually get fuel.
I heard
question.
that cat bad landing and felt it.
So yeah, I'm down. Refuel. Let's see. We can call that tanker that was like 100 nautical miles away.
Oh yeah, okay.
Mm.
I'm sure the next one certainly would be an airport with fuel, but this one.
Token Brown, howdy. Welcome
I still
in.
had fuel in my external tank. Can you imagine? I didn't even know I had the external tank on. I don't like that external tank. I don't want it. It
Well,
slows me down.
It's that thing in the middle, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. At one point I must have dropped it, and it's never appeared ever since.
But that's very, very good.
There is something about the
Fancy.
Spitty. It does remember a few things. Like I'd usually when I started, I disappeared the stick in the middle, and that never came back. So whenever I load into it now, the stick is already not there anymore.
Oh, all right. Kind of like seeing the stick in the Spitty.
Yeah, but it's when you want to start it, it's a bit in your way.
So, let's do a touch and went.
Well, you don't want to know my landing rate there.
I don't know what mine is actually. Let me see.
Pretty horrible. Now, I'm looking forward to seeing this airport, because from looking at the map, it looks absolutely
good.
weird.
Not registered.
Not
That's,
rich,
that's probably a good thing.
which can be a blessing.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, in this
Yeah.
case.
Mine was horrific.
That was a hard one.
So Control E it is, and we.
Yeah, I mean mine was probably even higher than yours. Now let's see this. Where is this star-shaped airport? Oh, it's down there, and it's it's a non-tarmac one,
Yeah,
and
it's
it
a dirt.
looks like a star. Absolutely.
And it seems 01 and 19er are the longest of those runways.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We're up in the air.
Yay! There the guys.
I still have the bloody tank hanging there.
There is a
You can drop it.
there's a button which you press and then you drop it.
If you
It's-
look at my screen, that thing you done.
I don't have that open right now.
Okay. If you look at your right side, down on the cabin floor, there's the thingy with on off, and at the
Got
on
it.
side-
Yeah, it's gone. Okay. Thanks. Yeah, that black leaf thingy, isn't it?
That black thingy, yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, Kaharia.
Okay, you can basically land anywhere here. You don't have to bother about a runway or anything like that.
Yeah, I noticed, Zap.
It's just a big flat thing.
I landed just about anywhere when I didn't have fuel left.
Yeah, but was
But you
that this?
landed.
Was
Yeah,
that this
yeah.
airport?
No, at the other
No,
one.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
previous one.
No, I'm
I saw
talking
the
about. I'm talking about this one now.
I saw the landed there. Yeah.
Welcome
I'd say
in,
I was-
Abby Normal. I'll take runway 19er.
Now, our Spanish expert, does camarones mean anything?
Camarones?
Uh-huh.
Probably means something, but I don't know what. Camarones.
That's the name of this place.
Oh, cool.
And it has a rotisseria. Pato pastas.
Rotisseria, I think,
Yeah.
is like a sort of a different word for charcoal
It's a grill, yeah.
grill thingy. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And then
So where's this runway? Or I see
It sounds like something attractive.
it sounds like something I would probably go to if I was in this area.
Yes, me too. It's probably the only thing I would visit in the area.
Or you
And-
could go to the Camaron Club and have a drink.
Okay.
There is a Camaron Club, which is a bar.
There
is
our
an-
star.
Camaron. It sounds so familiar. Is it? Maybe is it some kind of a gin or something?
Not Camaron. No. No, it's I'll check. Where is my
Yeah.
translation? thingy?
Google is your friend.
Now I have a translation program always set up.
Mm.
You know, by coincidence, the homepage bab.la.
What?
It's spelled Bravo Alpha Bravo dot Lima Alpha. That's a very fine translating homepage.
I'm using always Deeple. That's deep with an L at the end. Very good. And they tells me that Camaron is a crab.
Oh, you see, I knew the word.
That
Okay.
makes sense.
Yeah, it
That
does.
makes sense.
It sounded really familiar to me. I was like, Camaron. Where do I know the word from? Probably read it somewhere when I was shopping.
Yeah, so they probably found crabs here on the coast, and that's where
Yeah.
the name comes from.
Yeah, exactly.
So, 7% fuel left.
Oh, yeah, baby.
But you just made it. Yeah,
I'm about
Like-
to make it here as well. I'm making an entrance.
Yes, I see you there. But as I say, you
I'm-
can
I'm-
put down wherever you like here. It's just a flat.
Yeah, but I kind of overshot. I think I
Yeah.
have to turn back. I don't know where the wind's from either, so it's a bit.
10 knots from 59 for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Yes.
makes sense because I'm feeling. Yeah.
Here come the boys.
Anyway, flaps up, and I'm gonna turn
Switzerland
around for
is
landing.
Falling up.
You know, I mean, talking about words, what I recently discovered is the origin of the word vulture. Well, I put it together myself. I think that's the explanation. The vulture in French is called vautour, which when you see it spelled down, written down, it means it goes around, which makes sense because vultures circle.
They
So
make
from
tours.
from vautour to vulture, it's not a long distance.
Yeah.
So that's where because in German the word is a completely different one. There's nothing even remotely similar to Marcher. So that's just one.
Here, no? Or there?
We call it Gaia.
Gaia, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So
quite
that's a
similar
completely
to our...
different one. Yeah.
okay,
call
we're in.
how?
Okay. Be careful, it's the rabbits here that you have to worry about. It's the wild rabbits of the Argentinian pampas.
Okay, that's
Yep.
why Skippy
Cool.
looks that
They're quite dangerous.
relaxed and with a nut in hand.
Yep.
So, have you refueled, guys?
Yep.
Yeah, I did a while back.
And let's start up again. Let's keep on moving before the rabbits get us.
Oh,
Rawr.
the rabbits got Murph yesterday, I think.
You sure?
Sure, sure.
Oh boy.
So, which direction shall we take? I think I'll take up from there.
Yeah, just point your nose anywhere.
I
Just
try.
point north or something.
I take the runway that's a little bit pointing towards where we want to go. Richie, what happened to you? Are you going for a swim?
No, I think he's parked on one of those airports.
Oh, is he still at the airport that we touched down before? Yeah, maybe.
Clunk. Just love how the gear comes up. You can hear that.
Yeah. But that is actually a noise that is described by the Spitfire pilots in the book that I'm reading. The old, there's a lot of statements from the guys who fought in the Battle of Britain, and they were all describing this noise.
Bunk.
Lunk, yeah.
Taka, 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 taka. Gotcha, Catbird.
No, it's really an interesting book because there are so many texts. The guy still managed to talk to some of the old pilots, and you get a lot of sort of eyewitness accounts, and it's very good.
Really fascinating.
And
Could talk to
it's
those
amazing how
guys.
often I read something where I thought, yes, I know that from the sim. So
Yeah.
it shows you that the sim is really not that far away from the real thing.
So you could relate what you're reading.
Quite remarkable.
That's true.
And there's much love in detail with those splitties.
And they all basically saying the same thing, that if you had flown a Spitfire, you wouldn't want to fly anything else.
Okay.
Well,
Well.
Well, I mean, you have to see
Yeah.
what choice did they have.
Oh yeah,
I
definitely.
mean-
It's the best thing around in those days for sure.
In those days, the Spitfire was like sort of, you have a lot of Volkswagens, and then somebody says, well, you can also drive the Porsche over there.
yeah.
Mm.
And that's what the Spitfire was to the planes in those days.
The Spitfire was the Porsche.
Yeah, and even the styling, the whole design of the plane was sensational for those days. I don't know whether you looked at it. It's a section with I think apart from Old Veteran, not many people look at the history section on Murph's Discord. I posted something which I recently discovered, that Messerschmitt built this huge plane, which was a transport plane, which in the end had 6 engines, and you could put tanks in there, and you could transport them.
No,
I had
did
never
not
heard
look
of that plane
in there.
before. It's a plane which was known as Messerschmitt Giant,
Okay.
and it for some strange reason it started off as a sailing plane. So originally it needed smaller fighter planes to pull it up into the air. Then it would drop its landing gear, or in that case take off gear, and it would land on like a sleigh, you know? How do you call that?
Yeah, and I think I know what you mean.
Yeah. And then later they changed the design so they could actually put engines on, and in the end they had 6 engines to each plane, 3 on each wing.
Wow.
But they were so slow that because the Germans in many areas did not have the air superiority, they were just slaughtered, because all the Hunter planes, the British and so on, they could just shoot them out of the sky because they were so slow.
Yeah. Good evening, Kingsman.
Oh yes, hello, Kingsman.
Good evening
Hello,
from
Kingsman.
Vienna. How's it going, buddy? Everything okay?
How did the new year start in Liverpool? Yeah, the first World War tanks were something else. Yes, I think, Kingsman, we have sort of recovered from New Year.
Yeah, kinda. This weekend will be more exhausting than New Year.
Yeah, it started with rain here too. Not very good weather.
Here it's wet, it's cold, wet, but no rain.
And no snow either.
Exactly.
All the ski places are moaning. Like in the Black Forest, there's usually quite a bit of skiing. They had to close all the lifts because there's no snow left.
And artillery or... yeah. Fallen up, most inventions we have today came up course of
There was
war.
a huge... Yeah, the war was a huge boost to technological development. I mean, at the end of the war, they had the first jet planes. Okay. Well, Hitler had a bit of a interesting family.
If you say so.
Oh yeah. What was their name? Wasn't called Hitler. Schickelgruber or something like that. Oh. Waypoint 5. But the interesting thing is when you think about it, I mean, like these huge transport planes I'm talking about, they were built by Messerschmitt. Now, Messerschmitt is still around building planes. Messerschmitt are now basically part of the Airbus group. So they're still there.
I did not know that.
Yeah. And I think they were also involved in building the Tornado.
Probably. I thought Messerschmitt was history.
No, no. Well, after the war, immediately after the war, they could only do cars. But then after a while, there's a firm called MBB, which is Messerschmitt Bölkow Blom, which was then the aircraft manufacturer after the war.
Ah, okay. So we're coming up. We're coming up the airport Flugplatz 13.
Is that the name?
Flugplatz 13, yeah?
So very, very promising.
No, it's the 13th of December.
It's
So it's another of these date names. Something must have
Right.
happened there. And it's also called Sarah. Finally, that's a IKEA code I can pronounce.
Then we have worse.
Sarah is good.
So let's see what
Now, I wonder what happened
Argentina.
on the 13th of December.
Just have this World Cup stuff.
Yes, I'm getting that too. But I mean, that was only this year, so that cannot have been it.
No. How was Christmas? Well, unspectacular. We went to Mum's. We had pretty nice food, which we brought with us. Then we exchanged presents and then we went home again, since my husband had to work. I jumped in on the stream, so nothing over the top. Wow, what did you do?
Ah, found something.
You found something?
Found something.
What did you
I'm
find?
not sure if that is actually what we're talking about here, but that's an interesting thing. It was the Battle of the River Plate,
I had that same.
which was fought on the 13th of December 39 as the first naval battle of the Second World War, with the German heavy cruiser Admiral Graf Spee and the Royal Navy squadron. Graf Spee had sailed into the South Atlantic before the war began and had begun raiding commerce ships after the start of the war.
That guy.
And it was, the whole thing happened in the estuary of the River Plate. Now the thing is, are we anywhere near the river plate there? Then that would make sense.
That ship we're talking about.
But don't see a big river anywhere near that area.
I see name plates though.
I don't know. It's a much larger town there.
Quite a bit ahead. Just looking what how this blue line here is called.
Don't speak to me about blue lines.
Oh, I think that has had his fill of blue lines for tonight.
I think so, yeah.
He will
Dark
probably
blue
dream
lines.
of blue lines. Imagine you wake up in a cold sweat at night because you dream of blue lines.
At least the scenery looks decent.
Yeah, it
Pretty
looks
surprised about that.
sort of realistic, rather.
Yeah, exactly.
Rather than Minecraft-y.
Sort of Bing maps instead of Minecraft, yeah.
We just don't have pancakes with hills. With a hillside.
What, pancakes? I want pancakes now.
Well, you've just finished eating. Don't be
Yeah,
so
true.
greedy.
Pancakes work
But,
all the time.
just for dessert, you know.
Doesn't matter how late it is, how early pancakes work every time.
Pancakes will enter, yes, exactly. You can
Ah.
wake me up for pancakes.
Okay, now
Yeah.
I've got it. Now I've got it. Definitely. On the 13th of December 1907, the first oil discovery was made in Argentina.
Oh!
More precisely in Comodoro Rivadavia, which is the name of the place that we are flying to.
Yeah.
Yeah. The team led by Jose Fuchs found crude oil at a depth of 540 meters. So this is the reason for the day, I'm sure.
Mm.
Yeah. So I'm sure they
Dino
got
juice.
quite
Dino
rich
juice.
after that. Yeah, so it was quite an important event for them. Yeah.
They
Dino
found
juice
some-
for the Spitty.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
found some dead dino juice.
Oh well, in the end the internet knows everything. I wonder if the chatbot would have known it.
The AI.
I had some interesting conversations with it yesterday. That thing is amazing. It's also frightening. I watched a video on YouTube where a professor asked the AI all his exam questions, and the AI, and it was a maths professor, so they were quite specialized questions. The AI would have passed the exam with top grades.
Well,
But I also asked the AI something like, if I want to go on a holiday in Denmark and I like old towns and countryside, which route could I take? And he gave me a precise day-by-day route where I could go in Denmark.
Wait a second. Good night, Costella.
Good night, Castella.
Rest well. Thanks for
night,
flying
mate.
along. Whee! Have you been in Vienna, Matza?
Oh yes, but it's a long time ago.
Did
With
you
my parents.
visit? Did you visit a chocolate museum?
No, I'm sure I didn't. I would remember that.
It's quite tasty there.
Mm-hmm.
We were with Frank's sister, my husband's sister, and yeah, we had some nice treats to taste, and more likely it was all you can eat, and and watch them doing this stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
So was amazing. But what
Well,
I could not work there. No,
I can.
not cause of the chocolate, but the smell of the chocolate day
No,
in,
it's-
day out.
It's.
We would not
That's
eat
what I
chocolate
mean.
anymore. So no.
If you work in food production, it always really puts you off that particular food.
Yeah, it
Right.
makes total sense actually.
I once
I-
had to work in a place where they were bottling orange juice, and because it had to be sterilized, that orange juice was heated before it was bottled.
Yeah.
And if you have that smell of hot orange juice in your nose all day, it just puts you off orange juice for good.
Yeah.
Now the food talk. Thanks puts Otto on Drake's pantry. Fallen up.
Uh,
Well, you're welcome.
well, we were just talking about being put off food. So, yeah, okay.
But I can tell you, I had enough. We were about an hour in there. I had enough of chocolate. I could not smell it for a
Yep.
recent time afterwards.
Yep.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well,
Now,
how far do you think we will get today?
well, I wanted to fly down to Sierra Alpha, Quebec, Sierra.
Okay, so that's
That's
two
the
more
next.
airports. Yeah, think-
Actually, the next after that one.
yes. I think we will. We can live with that. Oh god, yeah.
Oh, really? Oh boy.
Now these places are great for a short visit. You know, probably all know about Ritter Chocolate. Now Ritter Chocolate is about half an hour's drive away from me. Fortunately, you don't get into the production. But of course their factory shop is absolutely amazing. Because they always test out new combinations which then don't make it into the normal market, but you can buy them in the shop.
Yeah. For special occasions or oopsies.
Yeah.
Good night, Costella.
Good night.
Fallen up. That's mean. I want some. Peanut butter and chocolate swirl fudge.
I think I asked you that before. Do you know Reese's?
Yes.
R-E-E-S-E. That
Yeah.
I love that. That peanut butter and chocolate combination. Even though I normally eat peanut butter with cheese, But in this case, I also like the sweet combination.
Well, if they would not be that hell of expensive, I would eat it
Yeah.
more often.
Yeah.
But for 2 Reese's cups thingies, about €3, no thank you.
Yeah. They're the big ones, and they're also small ones. They're a little bit cheaper.
But not much.
No. No. Next airport. Sarah, what do we do at Sarah?
It says my fuel.
Or can you last until?
Yeah, I can last.
Yeah. Okay.
So, what you complaining about? Limited by main thread, okay. Why did you
Yeah.
spike on red? For a second there.
Oh, that's quite a big airport here.
Yeah, there's a big one and there's a little one, and we land on the. Sarah is the little one.
I thought we are not going to land.
The big airport is Sierra Alpha Victor Charlie.
Oh,
The
that's.
little airport on the other side of the town is Sarah.
I see now.
You see, you
Yes.
see.
I haven't actually. I had my resolution quite high. Yeah. Lots of chimneys again. Yeah, if that's a coast where they find oil, that makes sense. That
But,
there should be refineries here.
Yeah. There's a big haven.
Port.
Yeah, port. Sorry.
Haven is an old word. It's not used anymore. But it's still in place names. Towns, such and such haven. Or it can be used in.
Stella's soon safe on the ground.
Yeah.
There we go.
I'll just keep going. Well, Fallout, next time you have Reese's, think of the poor Europeans.
For €3 you get 2 pieces from the slightly bigger ones. So there's another port, and somewhere after the port on the coastline there is my airport.
Yep. Quite a large town. After what we've been flying over, it's the first large settlement, really.
Yeah, but you said they found
Yeah,
that
it must be the.
Comodoro Rivadavia, the crude oil, so this
Yeah.
is the city of
Yeah.
Comodoro. Something.
Pomodoro means tomate, right?
No,
Tomato.
Comodoro, as with
Oh,
the C.
Commodore with a C.
I think that was the name of the guy who found the oil.
Commodore is like a commander or something?
Yeah,
don't
I
know.
think so. Oh, and there's a racetrack below me.
Whoop.
Just saying.
Just saying he wants to raise the Spitties.
No, but I know that Kaharia is, and right next to the racetrack is the airport.
Oh, racetrack inside.
Kaharia, you are so silent. That worries me.
Why?
Why?
That worries me even more.
Yes, I was gonna say.
When she does the cute voice. Why?
Uh,
That's when I normally dive for cover.
So, do we know where the wind comes from? Probably from the sea, right?
According to Little Nav map,
295.
no, it comes from more or less exactly west. It's a westerly, so it comes from us inland.
Oh, right. Weird.
Yeah. I mean, that's my wind.
Yeah, of course. Okay, we'll go with that one.
Why are you landing there?
Wasn't that where we were meant to land?
No. I asked Kaharia before, and she said no. The one after, the one that, the next one.
After
coming
the
up.
big
I
one?
wanted to do a touch and go, but I just, yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Touch
I-
and went?
I landed on the racetrack and not on the airport. If you look
Oh.
closely,
I
Oh.
can see that. Yeah.
I missed the runway.
it was the racetrack that we did. Yeah.
Yeah. Nothing to see here, says Kaharia.
No, I'm just wondering why she went down, because we talked about that, and I thought she wasn't going to go down there.
I'm gonna land, see how I'm doing for fuel.
I'll keep going to the next one.
I don't know how far the next one is.
Sierra Alpha Quebec Sierra.
Yeah, no navigation either. Well, I didn't change to the
it's about
GTN thingy.
60 miles from where you are.
Okay. So yeah, I'll refuel a bit just in case.
So I'll set a waypoint here.
So coming over the racetrack, I can see the chicanes and stuff. It's really cool.
It's
yeah,
a pretty
pretty one.
comprehensive looking one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could use that someday.
Yeah.
Just remember Sarah, because you're really right next to it there.
Yeah. Did Murph pay attention?
I'm not sure if he's
Oh.
is he still in the stream.
I don't know.
Yeah.
He's very quiet if he is.
No, I don't see. Yes, he is. He is. No, he's still in there.
Maybe he's lurking.
Yeah.
Or the P51 one.
So, down on the runway.
Up from the runway again.
Yeah. Just saw you taking off in front of me on runway. What is it? 27 right?
Something.
I'm on 27 left. There's like double runway here. It's funny.
I was on 25.
Oh yeah, 25 right, 25 left, something like that.
Are you doing a Muse fan by any chance?
I
Me?
did a Muse fan. I landed on the racetrack.
Yeah, there must. I don't know what they found here, but there must be some
dino
mineral-
juice.
No. Some of those hills have been mined, so there must
Oh.
be,
Diamonds?
I don't know, copper or whatever. I'm not sure. I don't think diamonds really.
Oh, this is funny. There's like the fuel station right in between the two runways. That's the place to do it.
Ah, yeah, okay.
Yay!
So from one side you have the race cars, from the other side you have the planes. That's
It's just between two runways, so the racetrack's still a bit further out, I think.
The racetrack was right behind the runway symbol of 25.
Yeah, it's behind us. No, the fuel station is between the two runways.
Okay.
okay, and the whole thing is known as the Autodromo General San Martin or Martin.
San Martin.
So whoever he was, they named the racetrack after him.
Must be an important person. Well,
Mhm.
at Pico Drunazo, or however you call that, Sierra Alpha Quebec Sierra, there should be a racetrack too.
Okay. Pico Truncado.
Exactly.
Truncado means cut off, I think. Pico is, so I would say it's the cut off mountain.
Cortado? Yes.
No, Truncado.
Sorry, Tocado?
Truncado. Trunca.
Rocado?
Truncado.
No idea.
You know, like the English word trunk.
Mm.
A tree trunk. So Truncado.
Not Pico Borracho.
What does
Pico.
this mean?
Borracho means drunk.
Yeah, I was
Ah.
right. Truncado means cut off.
Cut off.
Yeah, so it must be a mountain that is cut off.
Uh-huh.
I think Pico means peak, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does, yeah.
Cut off mountain peak. How? How is this possible?
Well, I mean, maybe when we see the mountain we will understand. But it also means, oh, I don't know how to say that in English. Hang on, I'll have to change the output into English. English only gives me truncated peak, which is basically what we've been saying. The German also gives me Scheitelpunkt. Scheitelpunkt is the highest point of something. But I think it's probably more like a mountain with a flat top.
Plateau.
Yeah.
Ah, headset simulations, guys, finally.
Yay! Well,
Yeah. But
that
the SPT was getting me... my ears bleeding.
she purred into your ear.
Yeah.
We flying from green ground into brown ground or yellow ground on the topo map, so it could
Yeah,
be the meaning of that plateau. Can't sit anymore.
I don't see it. Yeah.
The
I mean,
knowledge
looking at the map.
bombers.
No, hurt bombage.
The heritage bombers.
Yeah.
Well, I got my new cushion.
Oh, nice.
I thought, you know, because I'm sitting on this office chair all the time when I'm flying, and it's not the most comfortable chair for such a long time.
I'm sitting on a chair that is harder than the Spitfires itself, I think.
And such a thing as sat about 8 hours in front of a sewing machine where I just can't sit like I normally sit, but I have to hold somehow my piece of fabric in place.
Right.
So yeah, that's why the bummage.
So you know
It's
the
hurting.
pain, yeah.
Well, there are quite a few restaurants in Pico Truncado.
It looks like it's on a plateau. If you take the map for reference.
Yeah.
There's a cat back.
And they have a tattoo studio,
Oh,
a
nice.
bicycle repair,
That's a good one.
a shop called Kala Chick.
Chick, like chick.
I think that's probably, yes, spelled like that. A supermarket. And it's one of these checkerboard places, you know. All the roads are at right angles.
Ah, okay.
There must be a new
Planned.
settlement.
Very planned.
Yeah.
Not grown. Spotters.
It's funny when you look at the map, you think we just flew over mountains, and of course it was basically nothing.
Yeah, the real mountains are
They're still
on the
to
other
come.
side.
Still to come.
Yay!
Oh, yeah.
So looking forward to those mountains.
Well, I mean, I've been doing some flying down near Ushuaia, and there you have spectacular mountains.
Yeah,
Where?
all those mountains are nothing compared to what you're gonna find in Peru and that area.
Yeah.
And northern Chile as well. The whole like the Andes, it's so bloody high that
Yeah.
your piston engines will like struggle for air.
You have to lean the mixture.
Oh yeah, you
Yeah,
have to.
yeah.
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 I got a Cessna up there at 19,000 feet, and that was struggling. A Cessna 182. And there was mountains that I could not overfly, so I had to sort of still fly in between them. And the funny thing is, it didn't even seem that high. It's like it was just
Yeah, it's
like
because
a plateau.
you already take off so high. Then
Yeah. Well, I took off at sea level, so yeah.
Oh yeah, okay.
So it did take a while to get there. But yeah,
You more drove up the mountain.
yeah, almost I felt like I was gonna drive up the mountain. Yeah. It was near those salt plains that you have,
Yeah. Okay.
and then you have some volcanoes. I think there's some like pointy mountain bits, and those are over 20,000 feet probably. And then the valley is at about probably 17,000.
Ground
Maybe above
looks-
that.
Ground looks pretty interesting. With all
With all
those
these
dirt roads.
Cracks and yeah, it looks always like it's scratched. Yeah, the Andes were sort of really big obstacle for flying.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, some of
If-
the world's best pilots died as trying to fly mail planes over the Andes.
Not surprisingly.
Some of the big French aviators died there.
Yeah, try and do it. Yeah, and yeah, you'll see that this is like when you're saying I'm playing an astronaut, Kaharia. I'm probably not even half as high as the Andes. So, yeah, it's gonna be
Well,
very
how high
interesting
did you
getting up
take the
there.
Hell Kitty up?
The Hell Kitty, no
Yeah.
idea. No idea.
Was pretty
Don't know.
high. That's
Probably
when
was
I
about.
was calling you an astronaut.
Probably was about what 10,000, or what
No,
was it?
higher.
15,000. 20.
Yeah, I think that kind of region.
Mm-hmm.
You think that's the Atacama below us?
So that's about ground level. No, the Atacama Desert, I believe, is the one in the Andes.
Oh yeah,
Well,
okay, yeah.
Well, maybe this one's called the
But
same.
isn't there somewhere in this area, you know, this area where they have these old figures scratched into the ground, which you can only see
Yeah,
from
that's
from the sky?
that's actually in the that's in the Andes. That's more like in the Peru
Yeah.
region. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
much higher than this.
Okay, I can see the town Pico.
Because what are we flying now at like 3,800 feet?
Yeah, I'm at
And it seems
3,000.
not, and it seems like nothing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. This is like whatsoever.
So,
That said, I think the
nice.
speed is quite capable to go high.
I don't know how high you can take a Spitty, but
Isn't there 235?
35,000? Yeah, it could be. I don't know.
At
She's
least,
quite capable. Yeah.
At least that would be on her info tag in the flight sim.
Yeah.
that's quite high then.
Yeah.
That is very high.
She's capable, bird.
So, yeah. Capable and this burp. And
No. Let's see. Somehow, I have a feeling it's hot down there.
Oh, well, why would you think that?
Just looking out of the window there. Now we can ask Flo. Flo says, no, it's not hot. 22.
Found the airport. Be aware.
disappointment.
We have a headwind of 33 or something like that.
Yeah, kinda. Be aware there are many power pylons around the airport.
They just put them there.
Oh yeah, I see them. Actually, I see the pylons. I don't see the airport yet. Is it where
Yeah.
Kaharia is going?
That's where Kaharia is, yeah.
I'm gonna turn back because I'm too close.
And I see what looks like oil storage tanks down there.
Wow, yeah, that's a lot of pylons.
But I don't see any cut-off peak. I don't see
Me
any
neither.
peak whatsoever.
No, not much of a peak here. There was more peaks when we were over Zara.
Yeah.
Howdy, King Cobra. Welcome in.
Hello, King Cobra.
There
Yeah.
comes Knights Up. Get that fallen up.
Another of these clearly defined runways. When you're down, you have no idea where the runway is.
Wow, the amount of pylons is just
Yes.
amazing.
Nuts.
Well, the pylons mean to me that somewhere something must be producing power.
Yeah. I know now what you say about the runway. I have no clue where it is.
Just straight ahead. You're right.
Yeah, you're coming straight in, that's good. I'm just looking
That look
around.
nice.
If anything on the horizon remotely looks like a cut-off peak.
Nope.
Nope.
No,
No.
just lots of pylons.
You coming down, falling up?
Fallen up is coming down.
Aria, your plane is moving.
Not
was parked.
anymore.
I was parked really nicely next to you. And you just left me.
How?
I'm so sad. I know we're parked in the middle of the so-called runway.
Doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't matter here at all.
Not at all.
But why are there these power lines?
So, falling up is coming in.
It's a pylon bush.
Maybe they grow power pylons.
Who knows? Yeah, I can hear the wind howling.
That looked also pretty nice.
25 knots, not bad.
So, there we have the party.
So yeah, my thingy-majingy landing rate monitor is not working.
Uh-huh. Well, mine is, but I never like what it tells me. I have to get a new one.
You think that helps?
But what I'm not getting is it stopped recording the landing.
Okay.
Yeah, it stopped on the 30th of December.
Okay.
Now, normally, maybe that whole folder is simply full. No, it put, for some reason, it put the last landings at the bottom of the list, which is absolutely crazy, but okay, here they are, yeah. So it's
You found
4,
it?
411
Okay.
was this one.
But
My
I would
best
say
one.
not bad either.
My best one today was
That
the
looks
second one, was 166. And the worst one was 957.
I don't want to know.
But it had 0 bounces.
Ooh.
Here's the one I
Because you made a crater, right?
no, I didn't crash once today. It was,
Okay.
but mine always counts the bounces. That's an interesting statistic. The number of bounces.
Okay. guys,
Like,
I think we'll
okay.
wrap this up here. I need
Good.
some sleepage.
yes.
Around 5 o'clock in the morning was a bit too early.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, it was fun to fly with you. Thanks for joining along. Well, do we have somebody whom we can raid?
Yeah, Kaharia is on.
Well, guess what?
Forder is also on.
Well, I sent you over to 757 Spy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some airliner flying.
Yeah.
Well then, good night, everyone.
So, did I write it? Yeah.
Good night. Good night.
Good night, guys. Have a nice evening, and we see each other on Saturday again. We're signing off. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.